Hey, Porch Chronicles, how y'all doing out there? So, like I was saying earlier about wondering why I felt so different this time when the grieving process came, I was journaling and I wrote this down. I'm going to read it to you. Reflection. Peace is not coldness. I have not gone cold. I have simply made peace with what I used to fear. I understand that death is not a punishment, but a passage. Love does not die, it changes form. The people I've lost are not gone, they've simply stepped into another room of existence. My peace is not detachment. It is the wisdom that comes from facing sorrow and surviving it. It is the calm that comes when you no longer fight what is inevitable. I honor life by living it fully, and I honor death by accepting its truth. I can remember with love without drowning in pain. That is not coldness, that is healing. Yeah, that's how I feel about everything now. I was like, why? But this is what happens to me now. And it took me 11 years to get there when Joshua died. When you learn to accept, this is for me, this is my journey, and this is what I'm speaking on. When I learned to accept that I cannot change anything, and I grieve and I miss her, and I have cried and I may cry more, I don't know. But what I have learned is I went straight into, after I did my tears and it shut me down and I had to stay in the bed for a few days. I ain't gonna say none of that didn't happen. Now, when I miss her, I just think of all the stuff we did together, and all the laughs and all the times we spent with honey. Let me tell you one thing she used to hate. When they would go to Atlanta and I might fly in, it might be Marco's birthday, and they would get a room, I would always stay with them because I would be by myself. So they would always had the queen beds, and I always would stay in the bed with Georgia. And she was like, oh my God. She used to hate it because I always mess with her and act like I'm gay or something when we get in the bed. I'd be like, hey girl, when I mess with her, and she was like, see man, you play too much. But I used to love it because I used to just love to mess with her. I used to love to try to mess with her and it pissed her off. So she'll be like, don't be doing no snoring and all that. And I'd be like, girl, whatever. But that's what my brain goes to now instead of the grief part. Because the grief part, I can't change. I can't make it go and say, I can't say, well, you go away. It's not going to go away. I'm going to feel those feelings. But now it goes automatically into all the joy that girl brought into my life. I love you, Porch Chronicles.